Hi guys, how you doing? This is Dan with Index Option Trading on November 19th after the market close, and we start off with a chart of US dollar DX. And this is the trend line. There has been a lot of news today, what happened to the stock market and what was happening. And let's take a look at the chart of dollar that has been in the news here. Dollar has been on a solid decline here as you see from this red trend line and a 50-day moving average, and several times it has made these bottoms here, which I have outlined with the ovals, and it has made a low of here 74.75. There was a rumor that the bottom is in dollar and it will rise, and hence go ahead and sell the equities and get out of them. So, well, it hasn't. There is no such evidence at yes that this has bottomed and this will not go down further, because it has done this many times and it has managed to keep going down here. Technically, I don't see any reason here with this 50-day moving average as a resistance and trend line. This has to break above 76 and so on and so forth, then it could be a change in trend in the dollar, and then it could be a time to sell the market. But they sold the market anyhow, whether the dollar went down or not. Technically it hasn't done any damage here at all, so the dollar still remains in the solid downtrend unless changed otherwise. Let's go back and take a look at it, what kind of things happened here today and what damage has been done in the stock market. Here's a quick chart of SPX uh, year to date, and as you can see here, let me just open that up here a little bit. As you can see here, we had a very big red candle here. There was a lot of selling here. We came and bounced here right on the rising trend line, and the stock just did not manage to come down here yet. If you look at it here closely, the stochastics is getting overbought regions here. The lines are right now, this white line is curving down and the red line is about to join here, and then they will turn down. So the market is getting overbought here right now, and it's just the beginning of it, not the end of it. We may see some more selling here. If that is the case, this line may get breached and we may hit this 50-day moving average at 107.5. So just keep in mind the positions for longs at this point are very risky, so we're not initiating any longs at this moment as long as this thing is overbought and the SPX is moving downwards. Let's go take a look at RUT, which is another index here, RUT. And if you see very closely what it did here, it managed to come up here to the 50-day moving average here, strolled around here for a couple of days and then solidly dropped here. It's a very weak index. Equities in this small caps have no gains here and they're lagging behind. This looks like has gone sideways here. This is a change in trend rather than anything else at this point, and it did not manage to clear the 50-day moving average or manage to punch through 610 or 600 levels, but dropped down with a solid level. Also, if you come down and look at it, the stochastics is now getting overbought here also, and it is turning down, and that's just the beginning of it. This can remain overbought forever as well, and the market can keep going higher. There's no telling to it, but this is what it looks like as it has done in the previous patterns. Let's move on and take a look at NDX, which is the NASDAQ, and it also has peaked out here, hit that trend line, and then dropped down to 1773, and the stochastic is also getting overbought here. NASDAQ has been faring well, but today there was a drop of 14 points, which is significant. And tomorrow is options expiration, so let's see what it does. SPY, and we're going to take a look at SPY here. Is the volume in SPY is 208 million shares, which is significantly higher. SPY is also getting overbought here, and the stochastic lines are going to turn down here. It is bouncing off the rising trend line, has not broken the trend yet, and we have to see where the confirmation of the prices go. Would they be going punching down if we see some more selling tomorrow or in the days that are coming in here? IWM, which is the other ETF, and there is a long big red candle here and a heavy red selling here. There's a lot of professional grade selling. This was a distribution day for both these ETFs and the indexes, and IWM also managed to close above 660 for a few days, 2 days, and then it just dropped to 58.66. The market is getting overbought here, as you noticed here. The positions of longs at this point are riskier. The risk reward is simply not there, and we just have to evaluate all these positions before we initiate any longs here. There are other strategies that we can employ and use, and I will be going into those pretty soon.